Hey, 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 hey. No one's entered the room just yet, but this is what I usually do when I start off my lives. I ask the question of if anyone knows how to make the comments show after the live, please tell me how to do it. Um, I'm beginning to think it may be my phone. It may be the phone. I'm looking into getting another phone. Even though I have travel lights on my iPhone, I still can't seem to do it. YouTube did send me some type of, well, they sent a video that's out about live streaming now. So I'm going to take a look at that video. But if anybody knows how to make the comments show after the live, please let me know. Thank you. And then I'll just wait for, folks to enter the room. Happy Thursday. I kind of don't want to just start talking and then folks come in the room and then I have to repeat. But this live is about it's about a side hustle that is starting to prove to be beneficial. So maybe some moments of silence until someone says something. I would know that someone's here. We have people that pop in, pop out, pop in, pop out. So okay, I see a a few people here. So good evening. If this is your first time joining, welcome to my live. I'm V from V's Life, and today I do lives every Thursday, or I try to do lives every Thursday. This particular live is going to be about side hustles, and I'm going to speak of one that's working very well for me. And those of you who watch, if you know of a side hustle that worked for you, you can definitely share it. So I ask that those of you that's here, could you say hello so I can know who I'm speaking with? I also created a video about this side hustle that I'm going to speak about. I've already created a video about it. It's on my channel. It's the latest video that I created. So you're welcome to take a look at that as well. That will probably be a little more detailed than this live is going to be. Hey, how are you? Is it Janaki? Janaki. You say you are so. I am so what? I am so what? Welcome to the live. Okay, I'm going to start talking. I'm going to get into it because I'm not going to be here no more than an hour. A lot of times I've been going over, but I need to stay on schedule. So today I'm speaking about a site called Bigo. If you're on YouTube regularly and you watch videos on YouTube regularly, you see these little ads that they have for about Bigo. And a little thing says Bigo. But anyway, Bigo is another site that some will will consider a side hustle, and some consider it a main hustle. I was introduced to Bigo a little over 2 years ago. But I wasn't introduced to it in a way that when I went, I had somebody to show me the ropes of how to work this site or anything. Bigo is one of them sites that you definitely need guidance for somebody to show you how to maneuver this site. It's not really a site that you can just go into and know what you're doing. there is a lot of scammers on that site just as well as anywhere else. So sometimes when you go in, people may ask you, are you a host? And welcome you to join in on things. And sometimes it's just not so. That's not what happened to me though when I first went. When I first went to Bigo like over 2 years ago, I think it was only a dating site. I think it was a dating site only at that time. Because when I heard about it, and I did hear about it from YouTube, I heard about it from YouTube. And when I went, it's an app. So I went in and looked around a little bit and started trying to communicate with some people because people, they were coming to me. And it was all guys. They were all coming to me. I'm not going to speak of race because it doesn't matter. But they were all guys coming to me. And, they'll say hello. I say hello. And just as I'm about to start asking about, what the app is about or whatever, then they start talking about being a sugar daddy. So I'm like, huh? I said, how can you make money? Is this what they're talking about, making money by going on here and letting somebody be your sugar daddy or whatever? So I'm like, well, this not what I'm looking for. I don't want a sugar daddy. I don't need a sugar daddy. So anyway, it just kept happening. People kept saying, come on. And they wanted to be my sugar daddy, what being a sugar baby consists of and all this stuff. So I said, time for me to go. I left the site. I took the app off my phone and just left it. Now, hey, Bernita, how are you? I'm speaking about my other site that I do, kind of letting people know a little bit about it. So once I went back to the site, I was watching a YouTube video. I watch YouTube sometimes. I'm not on YouTube a lot, not like I used to be because I'm really busy now. I have a lot going on, but I do still watch YouTube when I can. So I had came across a video speaking about Bigo. And the person who spoke on Bigo is somebody who videos I used to watch a lot back when I could. And she was speaking about Bigo, that's good. She was speaking about Bigo and how you can make money with it. And this time she was speaking of someone that could that had an agency or Bigo that could help you make money. So I took the person's information down and I contacted her. She contacted me about 2 weeks later and we got on a call together and she told me, what she told me about Bigo and that she had an agency and how you have to join Bigo. You can join Bigo, you can go on the app and just join. But if you're looking to make money on Bigo, you have to become a host under an agency. You have to audition for it. The audition is like a 30-second audition, and she had given me a little small script. So I just made a little 30-second video and sent it into Bigo. And a lot of times they approve you. Hello, Celtic. I don't know what happened, Green Lips. I hope you are having a good day also. Yes, I'm having a great day. I came here to speak about Bigo and, speak about a side hustle and let people know a little bit about it. I also created a video about it too. I'm probably not going to get to say as much as I'm not going to get to say as much about it as I did on my video, but just sharing a little bit about it. But thank you. My day went fairly well. I'm actually just waking up from a nap. I set my alarm to get up at 5:30, so I would not miss making this live because I'd be so tired. I have to take naps in the day now. But I created the 30-second video. And a lot of times they say once you send a video into Bigo, it could take up to like 24 hours or however long for them to either approve or deny. They approved it in 20 minutes. 20 minutes I was approved, which it's not a big process. It's scary when you first hearing about it, when you're first trying it, because you want to be approved. So she thank you, James. Thank you. I had this chain since the year 2000, the sterling silver chain, but I've always been looking for a charm for it, and I I don't know what just came into my mind. I guess it's the work of the Lord, but I was reading the Bible and I was reading about doves. I was reading about doves. You know, the dove was the bird that left Noah's Ark and went to search for land. And when it finally came back that last time, it had a twig. So I wanted to look for a dove. I didn't even think about the twig, but as I was looking for a dove, I happened to find one with the twig. So that's the reason I have this. And thank you for noticing. Okay, so, and welcome to the live. Welcome everyone to the live. So after I did the 30-second video and got approved, I had to become a part of an agency because, as I stated, you can join Bigo, but only way you can make money from Bigo or get paid is to be a host. When you become a host, your agency will tell you how you go work and things like that. Then they'll suggest that you find a family. So a family is a group of people that you join, and it's a bunch of different families on Bigo, just like it's a bunch of different agencies. And you take your time and you try to find you a good family. So I found a family very quickly. I started Bigo in November 2023, and I found my family in November 2023. And the family is what really got me from where I was then to where I am now. I have a great family on Bigo. So, and the way they teach this young lady, is two young ladies, but it's one main young lady that seems to have mastered this app. And she knows the app very well. I know the app pretty well now because of her. But Bigo changes all the time, so you're never gonna know, but you know enough to get to where you want to be. Okay, so Bigo works in tiers. You have to climb the ladder. It's like climbing the ladder in tiers. You don't pay for any training. You don't pay for anything but your success. I mean, according to how much you want to make and how soon you want to make it, it's an investment. It's more of an investment site. You have to invest in order to get somewhere on Bigo. At first, Bigo was a gifter site where people would just gift you and throw on you. TikTok is beginning to actually do, or not beginning, but they're doing the same thing. If you guys are on TikTok and you see how people get the roses and they get the gifts and things like that, and you like and things, Bigo works the same way. I just prefer Bigo over TikTok because it's easier for me to maneuver. And with TikTok, you have to get 1,000 followers before you can even go live. With Bigo, you just go live. You find your agency and you find your family and you listen to what your family say, and hopefully you find a good family, because all of them not good. All of them not going to teach you what you need to know. So that's just it. And again, there is a lot of scammers on Bigo. It's not no different from any other thing or any other site. It's a lot of them there too. But I happened to luck up with a good agency and I lucked up with a good family. So I have both. And my first month of doing business was December. When I started in November, I didn't know that I was going to end up, because you have to have 30 hours. You have to have 30 hours also. Outside of the investment, you have to have 30 hours. 2 hours a day is only accounted for. So if you do 4 hours and you look back and say, I did 4 hours, what happened? No, you can do 4 hours, but you're only going to get accounted for 2 hours per day. So if you're going to do 2 hours a day, you have to do 15 days. And that'll be your 30 hours. You have to stay on 2 hours, 30-minute increments. You can stay on for 30 minutes and get off and it's counted. If you stay on for 15 minutes and get off, they're not going to count the 15 minutes. So if you stay on 45 minutes, they'll count 30 minutes of that 45. So you would stay on 30 minutes or an hour. And I normally stay on for the whole 2 hours at a time. Then you go back on and meet people or do however you want to do. Because it's business. You're doing business on Bigo. You're doing business. You're coming into your family, and hopefully people in your family are not from your agency. You can't do too much business with people in your agency because it won't count and you'll not get paid. So they call it cross-agency support. You can't have a lot of cross-agency support. You can have a certain amount, but you really want to go outside your agency and do business unless you have to. And then you'll do a little in your agency as much as you can according to the tier you want to get to. And then you go on the outside. I do all my business outside of my agency, so I don't have to worry about it. I'm talking about the site that I do now. It's called Bigo. I'm talking about the other business that I do that I speak about from time to time. And today I just chose to come and just speak about it to let people know. Um, Here on YouTube, as you watching people videos, you might have seen ads that say talk about Bigo, the little white dinosaur. You haven't ever heard? Okay, well, I've spoken to Bigo before, and you asked me about it, and I said I couldn't say too much about it right then because I was just joining and I didn't know enough to actually speak on it. But I know more now, so yeah, I'm speaking on it now. Well, what I can say is because I just went through almost a whole spiel on Bigo. I have a video. I created a video today. Yeah, I created a video today about Bigo. So whatever you don't get from here, that video is like 18-minute video, but it goes through a lot of what anybody would need to know to let you know if you might want to take a look at it or not. Bigo it's not a scam. I can say that. Uh, my first actual month of doing business, I made $260. My second month, I made 560. My third month, which I made was it 910? I think it was 910. And wait a minute. Let me look at my paper. Because it's in tiers. It happens in tiers. Okay, the first month, 260. 210 was the second month. The third month was 600. Did I go here? Wait a minute. 265.10. Then I jumped straight to 800. Then 950. Then 1120. I just made 1120. So let me repeat it again. The first month of me making money was $260. The second month of me making money was 510. I skipped that. The third month was 800. The fourth month was 950. And the month now was 1120. And I'm on track the coming month, April, to make $1,440. Now, I don't take anything off the app. I know what I'm saying might sound good. What kind of conversation are these people talking? I heard you mention sugar daddy. See, when you came in when I don't want to have to go all the way back. I would have to start like over to make you understand what I said. It's not about being a sugar daddy, and it's gonna throw me off. Okay, let me figure out how to do this. When I first went to Bigo, I was introduced to Bigo by someone on YouTube that was talking about it. Bigo was a dating site at one point. It was a dating site. And when I went, that was over 2 years ago. So when I went, that's what was going on. But I was told I could go there and make money. So I signed up for the app and signed up on the app. And when I went in, was just looking around to see what was going on and trying to kind of like conversate with people a little bit to find out how to make money. Mind you, I didn't know anything and I didn't go in the way I just did. But it was a dating site at the time. All I was getting was guys coming to me asking to be my sugar daddy. That's all I was getting. And then as they come to me and talk about being a sugar daddy, I would ask them about Bigo and the way you can make money. And then they'll start talking about what you have to do to be a sugar baby and this and that. So I left the site. I just left the site. And after two years or so, the same YouTuber spoke about Bigo again and how she has made thousands and thousands of dollars on Bigo, and that you can too. That's okay. And she spoke on another video just recently, and it's over 2 years ago. So she spoke on another video about Bigo, but this time she gave the name of a person that, whoever can contact if you want to join Bigo. See, the first time she didn't do that, and I just went to the app. But now it might still be a dating site. If it was a dating site before, I'm sure it still is. But it's a way to make money on it now outside of that. Just like Facebook. Facebook have a dating site to it now too. But people go on there most of the time to talk, tell their business and all of that. So I went back. I mean, I didn't go back. I contacted this young lady, and she contacted me 2 weeks later, and she started explaining to me a little bit about Bigo. So that's how I got back into it. And it's nothing to do with sugar daddies now. That's just what had happened that very, very first time over 2 years ago that I tried to go into it. But no, now it's a site where it's more of investing. You're doing more investing. You're not paying for like any training and people to tell you how to maneuver it, because when you join, you have to join through an agency. And the young lady has an agency, the agency that I'm with. And now the person that actually trained me, she has her own agency now, and she is fire. So I have two people that I know now that have agencies. I know a few people that have their agency. It's no agency fee. It's no agency fee. When you join an agency, you're not paying to come into an agency, and you don't have a fee every month to join an agency. Only money that you're going to spend is coming into the app and producing income for yourself. Like I said, it's an investment, and it goes through tiers. I can't say that all agencies won't charge you. They shouldn't, but people are who they are. And I didn't pay a dime for anything except for now that I'm into it. And when I started, I still didn't pay any money. I just did what I was told to do. And I was told that you if you want to grow quicker, you need to put money in. But if you don't want to, it's your choice. But once you get in there, and if you like what you're doing, then you got to realize too, it's a lot of scammers there too. So you want to get with people that you know going to lead you down the right direction. You're going to meet probably a whole bunch of different kind of people there, but you keep in mind, you're not there worrying about what other people are doing. You're there to make that money for yourself. What do you do on Bigo? I'm a host on Bigo, and I said it's mainly investing. It's mainly investing. What you do, it's called tiers. And have any of you guys been on TikTok where you see that when people are on TikTok, they're thrown roses, they're thrown gifts. Those gifts calculate to beans and diamonds, which turns into money. It's sort of like a cryptocurrency type thing, probably, but they're beans and diamonds, and it works the same way. They tossing gifts, and you're buying beans, you're buying diamonds, and you're coming to certain tiers. Like if you get in the beginning, you could start off earning 5,000 diamonds. Well, 5,000 diamonds in money is only $100. So when I said I made 260 my very first month, that was 30,000 beans. 30,000 beans equal to $260. And I can't tell you everything right here. Some things I can just give you the gist of it, just enough to see if anyone's interested. I have a video on my channel. My channel is V's Life. I just created this video today. What do you do on the camera to get the tips? What do you talk about? Whatever your talent is. People do different things. So we all have different talents. So I do what I'm basically doing now. I will be talking about bed bugs there soon. But most of the time now, I listen to my gospel music for 2 hours, and I make my hats. I make my hats on camera. I'm working on a hat now. We're doing this, making this hat on Bigo right now. So that's mostly what I do. But some people sing, some people cook, you name it. People, you do what you do, whatever your talent is. Sometimes people come into your room and they go right out. You see people pop in, they're gone. Sometimes people come in, they'll communicate with you. When people resonate with you, sometimes they just start dropping on you. They start dropping you diamonds, well, not diamonds. They'll start dropping you blue roses. They'll start dropping you whatever type of gifts that's in the system to give, and they amount to certain amounts. And as people dropping on you, but you don't go to the site looking to be gift. When you go to Bigo, you go in there looking to make money. So you're looking to put money in to get money out. What you put in goes to you. It goes to you. Of course, Bigo gets their share. All sites get their share. Your agency will get a fee from what you do. You're not paying them out of pocket, like giving them money, like you got to pay a fee every month. But the work that you do on the site and you accumulate, it's a percentage that they get. You don't never see the money coming from. You don't see it being taken because it's up front. But I mean, think about it. You got a site, somebody's going to get something. At least every month, you don't have to worry about paying $100 for something that you don't even know if it's going to work or not. So again, I have a video that I just created today on my channel about Bigo. It goes into a little more detail than what I'm speaking about now, because I'm just speaking now. And then I'm going to get asked questions that's going to stop me from speaking. It's going to kind of sidetrack me. And I'm not going to be able to remember how to go right back to where I came from or where I was talking about, which is fine. That's fine. Ask your questions. But to get that complete, to get what I gave earlier, it's a straight spiel. You can take a look at the video on my site. It's the last video and I created it today, and it's about Bigo. And another thing, well, I was just stopping by. Have a nice night. You do the same. Thank you for stopping by. Have a blessed evening. Okay, so what else? What was I? Me myself, I don't take anything off of the app. Since I've been on, I have not taken anything off. I have not taken a dime off because I've kind of learned how this app works now, and I know where I want to get to. When I start taking off, then this is for me personally. A lot of people make $200 and take money off, and I'm trying to figure if you only make $260, when you take this off, anything off, you got to put this back in. You got to put something back in to keep it growing. You have to get to a certain point, and then after a while, you don't have to put money in the app. So once you maneuver this, learn how to maneuver this app and put in what you need to put in the beginning monthly, and it could be different amounts every month. But once you get to where you want to be, it don't have anything to do with what nobody else done. It's a lot of people in there making really good money. Some people making millions, some people making thousands, some people making hundreds, some people making nothing. It all depends on how you pay attention to what you're being taught or what you're being shown, if you're paying attention or if you're being taught in the correct way. It's a lot of things that come into play. One of the things about, like, whether it's a side hustle or main hustle or whatever, people go in with the thought of you're going to make money overnight. So if you got that thought, then you ought to know it's a scam. If somebody even tell you you can make it like that, you should know that. Nobody should tell you that. And then you put your money into it, and then you're like, oh, I was scammed. Oh, these people scam me. It's a scam. You can't make money like that. You just can't. It takes time to make money. It really do. I mean, what's the odds of hitting the lottery making that kind of money? So just think about it and pay attention to, stuff that people tell you. If it sounds too good to be true, it usually is. It usually is. And you can definitely make good money on here, but it's an investment. It's really an investment. I am, again, not taking anything off. In the beginning, I put a little something in there, not thousands of dollars, no. But I put some money in there. And I did it for a few months. And I think this month right here, I may have only put 200 in. But after a while, I won't have to put anything in, and then I'll be able to take off and still keep growing and growing and growing. That's just the way the platform is set up. I'm not going to take anything off, mind you, until I get up in the thousands. I want to get to a point where I can make a decent amount of money, but be able to take off a decent amount too, and still make a decent amount the following month, and then just keep growing and growing and growing. That's my goal. That's my goal. Other people may have a different goal. You know, some people looking for short-term side hustles where they can make an extra $1,000, they can make an extra 500. It's easy to do this. It's easy to do that there if you follow your family or agency, what they tell you to do, if it's the right people. And unfortunately, everybody not good people. So I'm sharing it. I know some fairly good people there. It's two different young ladies. One is from my agent. One is both of them are from the family. One is the family founder, and the other is the family president. But both of them have agencies now. And I've learned a great deal from our president in the company. She is fire. When I tell you this young lady knows this app, I don't know how she got this knowledge, but she got it. She figured it out, and she shares it. She shares it. So she shared a lot with me. And now I actually have people in the family coming to me, asking me how am I jumping tiers, because I've been jumping tiers. I haven't been doing it one by one by one. I do one and then jump over three and go to the fourth, straight to the fourth tier. So they want to know how I'm able to do that. And I've been reaching my tier in like less than a month. I've been my tier now for the month of March. I reached my tier yesterday or day before. So now the only thing I have to do is finish out my hours. I have 2 more days and I'll be done with my hours, and I'm done with business for the whole month. And I will get paid next month. So it all depends on how you work it. I've just mastered how to make my tier quicker because, you know, I just have other things to do. I have a lot of other things that I do, and I don't particularly want to just sit on the app all day long. Some people like it. Some people sit there all day and just laugh and joke and play and do whatever they do and don't make a dime. So it's a preference. It's what you choose. Some people just go to just be on there and just to be on there. And some things take place on there where people are doing little crazy stuff. You know, I ended up in a private room. People kept sending me privates. There's something that said private something, and I just used to hit it. That was in the beginning, and I ended up in a room with somebody taking off their clothes. I'm like, what in the world is going on here? So it's a site, it's an app. So all kinds of things go on there. It really does. But if you trying to make money, just go on there and go on there for the reason that you're going on there for. It ain't no different from no other app or nothing else. You got all kinds of stuff going on. You got scammers. You got people doing crazy stuff. You got people that's disrespectful. You got real kind people. You name it, they're there because there's a lot of people there. And Bigo is so big to the point where they have a gala every year. And when I say gala, these galas are something like the Grammys. You know, they do a nice gala. They do it different places. This year, it was in Las Vegas. My founder went and she took someone with her. Unfortunately, I probably won't be making it to any of the galas, but the next gala is in Dubai. The next gala will be in Dubai. And because our family do so much stuff, they're looking at giving all of the family members in my family there free tickets to go to Dubai, to go to the gala when the gala comes around, the next one. So, I mean, it's a lot of things that can be done. You meet a lot of different people there, but you just have to be mindful of who to spend your time with and who not to. And it could even be members of your family, because they still human. You know, you could have some crazy members of your family, some crazy people that's in the family, but you got to know the difference and know who to stay away from and who to be around. Again, your main thing is what you're going there for. And I really enjoy the app, and I enjoy how one could make money on this app. I love the way the business setup is. I love it. I've tried so many different things online to make money. And I mean, when I tell you failed, like failed, whew, and lost thousands of dollars, you know, because some people can just talk real good. Then they talk about this stuff and tell you that they're going to help you all the way through. And you just pay this and pay that. Then you pay this money. Next thing you know, they don't want to help you. Then they act like you getting on their nerves, like you worrying them, like you don't want to do nothing, or you want them to do everything for you. Everything for me? You ain't done nothing. You ain't even taught me anything. What you done? What you done? And that's how a lot of people act. So I've been through a lot of that. So scams, I can almost tell very up front. But to me, if I didn't have to put any money in at all, and I just went there to see what it was, and I started right into it, if somebody scammed me, then it would be my own fault. It would be my own fault. But there's truly not enough honest people around either. It's just not enough honest people that will. Let me turn this light on. There's not enough honest people around that we could trust, you know, to help us get to from point A to point B and to show us what we need to do. I don't need anybody to do anything for me. Show me what to do. I'm hands-on. Show me what to do and how to do it, and I'm good. But you can't just come and say, well, this is how you do it. This is the way you make money. All you got to do is pay this for this and pay this for that. It's probably going to take $1,000 to do this and $1,000 to do that. But once you do this, that ain't teaching me or showing me. I'm a step-by-step. I want a step-by-step guide on how to do it. And more than likely, I want a video. Because I'm visual. I want a video. If we ain't having a video, then me and you need to be live. We need to go on a live so I can look at you and you can look at me and we can talk and you can tell me what I need to be doing. So I'm a person, I will look straight in your eyes. When you're talking to me and I'm talking to you, I'm looking right at you because I want to know what you're saying and I'm taking everything in. That's why the camera is not scary to me. When I'm looking in the camera, I'm basically looking at myself, but I'm not afraid to look in the eyes of other people. That's how I greet people. When I shake someone's hand and say hello, if I pass by somebody in the store, when I look at you, I look right into your eyes. And that it kind of tells me something. If you can't look at me back in my eyes, then it just tells me a little something. Maybe this is a person I just say hello to and keep it moving. We don't need to conversate because they can't look at me. You know, I have to be looked back at. You look at me. That's get a little eye contact. We don't have to stare, but that's just who I am. So that's about it about Bigo. Again, I have a video on my channel that I created about Bigo today that will give more information than what's being given on the live because some, you know, as questions be asked, it'll stop me from talking. I might not, and I'm not going to recite word for word anyway. That's just not going to happen. So if you're interested in learning about Bigo, about making money on it, side hustle, main hustle, however you want to look at it, just remember if you're doing it for a main hustle, it's going to take you some time to get there. So don't quit your day job. Please don't. Whatever way you're making money now, don't quit it. You do both. And let Bigo just use that as a stepping stone till you get where you want to go. And then you decide if you want to quit your job or whatever. But don't do that in the beginning because it's not going to work. All right. Lastly, again, I have a video on my channel that I created today about Bigo that will give you more information, at least to help you make it a decision if you just want to take a look at it. And that's it. So if anyone have any questions, you can ask now. I've been here almost 40 minutes. I normally stay an hour, but if there's no questions, I see no point in staying here longer than I longer than I have already been here. So anyone have any questions? Looking at the birds flying. I'm sitting by my patio window and it's open. The birds are getting dark, so the birds are just flying through. Okay, once it turns Once I've been on here 40 minutes, I'm going to end the live. That'll give you guys a few seconds to speak if you have something to say. That'll keep me here if you have something to say. If not, I'm going to end it. All righty. Well, those of you that tuned in, that's still here, thank you for tuning in. Again, I have a video on my YouTube channel, which is V's Life, that is going a little more in depth about what I talked about tonight, which is a side hustle, which is Bigo. It's the last video on my it's the last video on my channel that I created today. So it's a fresh video. And if you're interested in what I was talking about today, go check the video out and it'll give you information that you need to know if you want to check it out. So everybody have a blessed evening. Thank you for tuning in. And I'll see you guys Thursday coming, God willing. Good night.